She's always one of the best teammates you can ever imagine. And when it comes to being versatile and clutch, same level. She can play any position and she can do it at the highest of the levels. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our distinct honor and privilege to bring in from South Range, Heidi Bartels. Hi, Heidi.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I mean, there's the smile right
There's that
there.
smile.
And it's a signature one. It is the $1,000,000 smile. Hopefully for you someday you can cash in on that. Heidi, let's talk about the adversity. And we talked about roller coaster with Tyson. South Range has been on a roller coaster. We talked about it with your teammates. I mean, the adversity that you faced, you've been all over the place. You started last year catching, unbelievable job behind the dish, and now you found yourself filling in wherever you can get in. What has that experience been like for you to just be able to be a great teammate and fill in wherever necessary?
Well, it's really easy to like help out my team when I have such great teammates. It's not too difficult for me to move around just because I've done that my whole life, like even growing up, like playing softball, I've always just moved around. And it's just really exciting to know that my coaches and teammates have enough faith in me that I'm able to do so.
We're sitting here talking about how happy you are all the time. This is not the sport that makes it easy. I mean, you fail a lot in this sport, no matter how good you are. So I guess the question that you've probably been asked thousands of times by everyone is, how do you maintain that just happy, positive attitude all the time on the softball diamond?
It's really easy to be like super happy with all the teammates that I have in the dugout. They're all really reassuring and they are always there to like pick me up whenever I'm down or whenever I'm struggling. So it's just super easy to stay happy for them and even myself.
We've talked about this senior group a lot. Gretchen, your sister, the only senior that ended up moving on last year due to graduation. When you think about this team, it's almost like having the same team, with all due respect, for 2 years to be able to kind of blend those cheeses, so to speak, with each other, to get the flavors and understand who each other are, and kind of get that cohesion. For you, you're kind of the only one that was like, okay, well, if we have Gabby catching, that means I've got to find my spot somewhere else. But your bat has been the most consistent thing perhaps in this lineup all year long. What has it been like for you to have to lead, to have to follow, to have to just kind of get in where you fit in throughout the year? But and I want to draw the attention to this, that Triway game, you really started the party, young lady.
Yeah, it's really easy to like follow and um follow my seniors because they're such great seniors. Gretchen was a great senior last year for us, and I know I'm biased because she's my sister, but I think she did a really good job leading the team, and I think the seniors this year kind of followed in her footsteps in a way and like are trying to like coach and lead my team, the underclassmen and my teammates. But it's also really easy to follow them and play for the seniors because they are such great teammates, and we are all really, really close with all of them.
Heidi, you probably felt the absence of Gretchen more than anybody on this team. Like you said, you're biased a little bit. You're her sister. What has it been like this year being the only Bartels on the team?
Gretchen is still mentioned multiple times throughout the practices and the games, so it honestly feels like she's still there sometimes. But it's kind of sad because I loved playing with Gretchen. I had so much fun, and I played with her all the time when I was younger. So it's kind of sad, but she's off in college doing great things. So.
There's a younger Bartels that not many people know about, doing big things on his own over in EP. Talk to me about the competition level between siblings, you, Brad, and Gretchen.
We're all really close. Me, my brother, and my sister were all super, super close. And when we all are playing sports, we have this like competition hitting wise. Like it's with my hitting coach, and whoever can hit like the most home runs in a season will get a big bag of high chews, which are like yummy candies that we love. We all love. So it's really exciting. It's like a little bit of competitive.
Do it for the high twos, right?
Yes.
Uh, when you think about your family extended, right? Because we know this is a big Bartels family. Your dad is always a fixture at the softball games. What's it like? Give us a little bit of a peek behind the curtain on what it's like to be a part of this family.
I I am super, super excited super close with my family, and every single one of my family members are always so supportive of me and everything I do. I always know that they're like cheering me on no matter what. My dad is always videotaping and he's always there to capture every moment no matter what.
What I love, yes, he is. He's going to put us out of business someday because he's got so much tape. But what I'll say is this: is you've talked a lot about your teammates, but what I want to focus on is how good of a teammate you are, because you are. I mean, it's evident and always kind of at the top of the level. You can see how good of a teammate you are. Why do you take so much pride in being a good teammate over your batting average or where you are in the field?
Well, I think at the end of the day, softball is just a game. Like I love softball so much, but in reality, it's just a game. Like I don't ever want to be the type of teammate that like girls don't want to go to practice because I'm there, or girls don't want to have fun on the softball field because they're scared of like what I'm gonna say to them or yell at them or something like that. I just don't want. I would never ever want someone to like not like be excited to go to practice because of me. And I know there's some teammates like out there on other teams that are like that, and that's not how it is. It's supposed to be fun. It's softball.
I'm just trying to imagine Heidi yelling at anybody for anything, like ever getting mad. Like, let's just have,
Not
well, like,
smiling.
what are some things that get like? Is there anything that can get you upset and mad and then lose that smile?
Honestly, I can't think of anything specific, but I'm sure there's times that I've lost it.
Imagine her just screaming her face off at you and
With a
smiling the
smile.
entire time. What's your game, Bartels? I don't know if you think he's serious or not. Um, let's talk about. I mean, this has been. We talked about the adversity that you faced with the record this year, being an underclassman, and understanding that you're going to have to go through this yourself a couple more times, and understanding kind of leading by example and preparing yourself for that. I mean, with the stuff that Coach Farron has gone through, that you girls have gone through together, because when a coach goes through it, you go through it too. What have you learned about yourself during some of these adverse times this season, and even going in back into last season?
Honestly, like I've realized that like I'm a lot stronger than I thought I was, and same thing with my teammates. Like my teammates, we've all gone through similar things throughout the season, obviously, because we're a team, and I feel like we all carried it really well, and we approached obstacles a lot better than like honestly I thought we could. And I don't know, I'm just like really proud of my whole team because that's hard to do and it's not easy.
I think one of the most memorable days for this team this year, it goes way past winning and losing softball games, was the spaghetti dinner for Coach Farron, where you guys got to serve basically the community. I mean, you were the ones bringing everybody food. You were the ones that were, working the kitchen, all that fun stuff. What was that like for you to kind of see the community support that this team really has right in your face? I mean, you can't deny it because it's all in the same room together, and to kind of be able to serve the people that come to your games and serve you a little bit in the community.
Yeah, no, it was super exciting and I was so happy to see how many people showed up for Mr. Farron and for our community because truthfully we weren't really sure how many people would show up and support just because like, it was like kind of all of a sudden we just kind of planned it for Mr. Farron. And it was just really exciting to see all these familiar faces that we saw to support Mr. Farron.
Did you feel like I did? That was the turning point in the season.
Um, Honestly, I'm not really sure if that was a turning point. It might have been, but we've had a lot of talks like with our coaches and within the teammates, and I don't know. I just feel like we all kind of like came together a little bit during this time, and it allowed for like better results towards the end.
Heidi, you talk about towards the end. Here we are in postseason, and the Raiders are just where they always are, in the mix of everything. What is it about this dugout, about this coaching staff, about this program that seems to always find their best softball when it matters the most in postseason?
Well, I feel like towards the end of the season, again, like we came together as a team and our coaches never stopped believing in us. They saw us go through some challenges and some changes throughout like the lineup and like how we were playing because we were struggling a little bit in the infield and the outfield. We were just struggling, and the coaches never gave up on us. They showed us that we could do anything that we wanted to, no matter what. So I just think it was like towards the end they came through and they never stopped believing in us.
All right, I'm going to put you on the spot. Not a great spot to be in, but if the bases are loaded, you're down by 2. Who do you want up at the with 2 outs? Who do you want up to represent your team?
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, everybody on my team is like really good at hitting, and we're all pretty consistent. But honestly, I think if I had to pick, I'd put Selena de Jesus up there. I think
She's
so.
dealing right now. She's hitting the ball
Mhm.
hard.
She is so talented. She's so talented.
And you also that's someone that's been there, done that too. So I mean, you can't go, like you said, you can't go wrong. But you have someone
Yeah.
that has been in big moments time and time again, and I would trust Selena there as well. Heidi, we talk about the offense, who you wanted to play. What about like balls hit up in the air, and if it drops, it's going to be you're going to lose the game. Like it's going to be a walk-off base hit. What defender do you trust the most to make a diving catch?
Oh, honestly, I think I would choose Gianna Pauline.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Nailed
I
it.
would.
You said diving
Yeah,
catch. Anytime you say diving in
Yeah.
South
she's
Range,
super
it's
good.
G. See ya. She's like
Yes,
Supergirl.
exactly. She's
Unbelievable.
so quick. Yes,
Unbelievable. Okay,
exactly.
so
Exactly.
let's talk about the situation that people would want you up. Where do you feel that your strength is? Where do you feel like you could come through for the team in any given situation and people would have a lot of confidence in the seat you're in saying Heidi Bartels?
I think a lot of my teammates and supporters have faith in me at the plate. Um, I mean, obviously I've had failures at the plate, but everybody has, and I don't know. I just feel like I have a lot of confidence at the plate this year, and I think I could come through it like tough times.
I'll say, I think if there's ever a moment when you desperately need a hitter to put the ball in play, that's where I want you up, because you do not strike out almost ever. So I know that Heidi's going to put the ball in play. It might be an out, but you're going to move runners. You're going to put the ball in play way more than you don't. So that's where I would do it for sure. Talk about that though. You are such a good 2-strike hitter. What's your mentality when you get 2 strikes up at the plate?
Well, if you ever go up to the plate with 2 strikes, like hoping for a ball, you're probably going to strike out. That's what I always tell myself because you're looking to walk and you can't do that. You always have to look to hit because if you don't, then you're probably going to strike out. You need confidence at the plate no matter what.
Well, your sister was FedEx. That must make you Amazon Prime because you just continue to deliver in 2-day shipping for absolutely everyone. Heidi, we are so grateful to have you around for seems like you've already been around forever and we've got forever to go. We're so happy for you. We're huge fans of you. Just keep doing your thing and keep smiling, kiddo. We're proud of you.
Thank you so much.
You got it. Ladies and gentlemen, Heidi Bar